Okay, there we go.
So I had a hard time understanding it, but my example is a lawn mowing company is given two contract options. The first says that the Parks Department will pay the lawn mowing company $500 to mow a park if they decide it is necessary for the mowing company to perform the service. And then the second is the lawn mowing company will be paid $300 to mow the park every 2 weeks. So the first example has no consideration for the contract because the Parks Department has no real obligation to have the lawn mowing company perform the service, while the second has consideration because the Parks Department is required to pay the company as they fulfill their obligation every 2 weeks.
Right. Good. Awesome. Okay, here's my example of consideration. John Green would like to have his kitchen remodeled. He meets with his contractor, Jose, and they decide the details of the remodel, new cabinets, new countertops, and an island build. Jose quotes John a price of $8,000 to complete the remodel. The work is completed and John pays Jose $8,000. And then my second example is exactly the same, except for at the end, John pays Jose a down payment of $2,000, but the work is never completed by Jose. So, in consideration, does it have to be, I didn't know if it had to be something that was already completed in terms of the consideration.
It says
I don't think it does. So I think either example works.
Yeah, I don't think it does either. I'm just trying to find the definition again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says it can be an action, forbearance, or promise.
Yes.
So, yep.
So yeah, if there's no consideration, if like someone they don't have to actually, they have like no responsibility to actually do anything.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Do you have the document pulled up?
Yep, I do. Let me just share it.
Yep.
Right. So what example do you want to use?
Either one.
Can you read that?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
We can use yours. That way it'll be easier for you to put it on the assignment.
Okay. So, all right, let me throw my example in. We want to make it to where it's not so obvious, like when the job isn't complete. Actually, I'm just debating here because in my second example of no consideration, the contract actually has consideration, but it's never performed.
And so do we want to take the consideration out of the contract completely?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Do you think?
Yeah, I agree
Right.
with that.
Let's see. So let's see. John meets with the contractor, and you said he's listening. And just say, should I just say Jose agrees to do the job?
Yes.
He agrees to do the job, but there's no details.
Trying to think of how we could say that.
Oh, yeah. Needs to be different.
He can agree to.
How about Jose likes the idea of remodeling John's kitchen? No agreement is, no terms are agreed upon? Or just leave it?
We can say that Jose asks John to pay a $2,000 down payment so that when Jose has time, he will remodel John's kitchen.
Ah,
That way he has no real obligation to get around to it, but he took his money.
uh-huh. Oh, is that okay? I can't remember exactly what you said, but
It's not typing on the screen. It's just like a frozen screenshot.
oh. Oh, I forgot to hit present to everyone. Sorry.
Uh,
Did it change?
no, well, your mouse is moving now, so it's just showing. Okay, there it goes. Yep, that works. That's basically it.
All right. Explanation. The let's see, contractor.
In the first one, Jose has a consideration because he has a responsibility or duty required of him. In the second, he has no actual responsibility or like a duty to finish the work.
like that.
It's like loading it slowly. It's weird. It like doesn't show it right as you type. It hasn't loaded the explanation yet.
Okay, this is what I put. In the first example, Jose has consideration because he has responsibility to complete the remodel, and John agrees to pay him when the job is complete. In the second example, Jose has no definite consideration as to when or if the job will get done, and is not held responsible for completing the job by a certain date.
Yeah, that works.
All right. I wonder why it's not refreshing. That's weird.
I don't know. I'm wondering if for the quiz question we could do a true or false.
I don't know, because they have it set up to where it needs to be multiple choice for things.
Answers. But I don't really know how to make this one multiple answers, you know?
Yeah, let's see.
But we could pick one of them and then say consideration is present in this example, true or false.
Yeah. That would be easier, but I think we probably better stick with the multiple choice format that's listed.
Yeah, let's do it. I was just thinking, I was like, I don't know if I can, I don't know what to put the answers as.
Let's see.
I guess we could do like, you know, those questions where there's like yes, and then it gives a reason. Yes, because.
Yeah.
And then we can say yes because, and then have a wrong reason, or no because.
Yeah, yeah. I like that idea.
It's like 2 yeses, 2 nos, and then different reasons. And there's consideration present in this example, and how do you know, basically.
I don't know. Is the example of no consideration, if he follows through, there's consideration?
No, it's because in their agreement, he doesn't have any real, like, there's an example in the book. I mean, he can complete it, but as long as he doesn't have a real obligation, like even if he completes it, it doesn't make consideration present. But in the contract, there has to be a real obligation for Jose, and there's not. He has no real obligation to complete the job.
Okay.
So then it's no consideration. But if he still completes it, it's not consideration. So it's just the presence of like the obligation in the contract.
Okay. So which example do we want to use?
Let's use the one with consideration, and then we'll ask, is consideration present in this example? Yeah.
So correct answer would be yes, because
the obligation is yes, because there is an obligation present for Jose to complete the job. I guess.
For both parties, for Jose to complete the job and John to pay
the job is completed.
$8,000 upon completion. So that will be A. Oh, let's see. Did we do the ABCDs under the quiz question?
Huh? Yeah, I think there should be.
Okay, that's where I'll put it then.
Then we can put no because Jose isn't under obligation to complete the job, which is false because he is under obligation.
Obligation, complete the job. C,
So we add a time period. The work
to the question.
will pay a price of $8,000 when the remodel is complete, and Jose must complete the job within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just to be a little more specific.
Well, like 2 weeks isn't probably too realistic. Within a month.
Yeah, within a month is fine. Just to add a time period so it increases, like, makes the obligation a little more noticeable.
Do I want to take out the work is completed?
Well,
And-
you can just say $8,000 when the work is completed. No, that's fine. Because that's John's obligation. So Jose's obligation is to finish it within a month. And John's obligation is to pay the $8,000 when the work is completed. So I think it's fine.
Okay. So C, let's do a yes, but give a wrong answer.
And say yes because
Yes, because the job gets completed? No.
yeah, say that. That works.
How about if I take out the what happened, like the work is completed and John pays Jose, it'll make the question a little less obvious.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So just it's more based around the contract.
Yeah. Jose
Okay.
quotes John a price of $8,000 to complete the remodel within a month's time.
Yeah, that works.
And John and then John agrees to pay Jose $8,000 when the job is completed. I'm gonna change. Do you want me to reshare and see if it works?
Yeah, I still am staring at the old
That
example.
would be nice. So, yeah. Okay, hang on. Stop and share application window template.
All right, it's showing more.
Did it change?
Yeah, it's showing more.
Can you see the quiz questions?
No, I just see the example of the two examples and the explanation for them.
Well, that is just weird. Should I just share my whole screen maybe?
Yeah, that might work better.
Okay.
Yep, now I can see everything.
Okay, we'll work it that way.
Okay, so yes, because the job gets completed. So that works.
But would that be a true answer?
No, because it doesn't specify that the job is completed, and it doesn't refer to both parties' obligation.
Okay.
So yeah.
We know, have this one be our ridiculous one.
No, because the room being remodeled is a kitchen. Just kidding. Um,
Trying to think if there's no, because it's illusory promise.
sure.
Okay. Correct answer, feedback. Correct answer, because
John and Jose are both under obligations within the agreement, so consideration is present.
oops. All right. Wrong answer one is no, because John is not under obligation to complete, or no, because Jose is not under obligation to complete the job.
So Jose is under obligation to finish
Yes.
the job within a month. Whew.
Oh, whoops. Wrong place.
Yeah.
Wrong answer two is this one.
You can say it doesn't specify if the job was completed, and even if completion occurred, doesn't necessarily mean consideration is present.
So what was that last part?
And even if the job is completed, this doesn't mean that consideration was present in the agreement.
Well, yeah, consideration was present.
Yeah, but the completion isn't doesn't make consideration present. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Right.
Even if the job is completed, it doesn't mean that consideration was present. So it's not the reason for consideration being present. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So not that consideration wasn't present, but the job being completed isn't the reason for it being present.
Right. How does that sound?
Yep.
All right. Okay, wrong answer 3.
I don't remember what an illusionary promise is off the top of my head. So
It's a is not an actual promise. The promiser offers to do something only if he or she wishes or needs to. Like they don't actually
expect him to do it, I guess.
yeah. Like in the example, it says an employment agreement whereby the employee agrees to work for 1 year at a salary of $25,000, provided the employer has need of her, is not a contract because the employer has no real obligation.
Okay.
So this answer is wrong because there is consideration and both parties are obligated under the terms of the contract.
Yep.
All right, so I will put the link in there.
All right, all set there?
Yep.
All right, have a great day. I'm gonna go take a nap before class.
All right, we'll see you next week.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bye.